Tractor Supply chicken feed reportedly causing egg laying to stop. Well, Eddie, what are you doing laying down, buddy? Hey, Chief. I better get up real quick, can't I? Oh. Let's see if he'll get up real quick. I knew that wouldn't take long. Well, Chief, you're really starting to fill out, buddy. Eddie, enjoy your little snack. Make you thirsty? Welcome back, friends. Hope you all are having a great day today. We have an interesting video for y'all. I haven't done a big box store video in quite some time, and there's a story circling around. You guys probably already seen it or heard about it, or even had your personal testimony about what's going on with chickens not laying eggs. So it's a pretty big deal going on right now, and there's some articles out about Tractor Supply, their Pride brand egg layer chicken feed, and I actually got a bag over there. We're going to open it up and we're going to show you, we're going to look at the difference between feeds from the local mill that I get it from and from the Tractor Supply one. So there's articles going around and tons of comments all over social media about people's chickens, backyard chickens, farm chickens, whatever, stopped laying eggs. And one of the main things they all have in common is the feed, is the certain feed that people are buying from Tractor Supply. And they have now realized that their chickens have quit laying eggs, and then as soon as they switch feed, they start laying eggs again. Pretty crazy, right? But before we dig deep into this, I want to thank you guys if you're new here for stopping by and checking out the video. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you guys aren't familiar with our channel, we're living off grid on 40 acres in northeast Oklahoma. We've been living off grid for going on over a year and a half now. We've been raising backyard chickens for I think 10 years now, so we have a lot of experience when it comes to raising chickens. We've laying hens, we've done meat birds, we've had a little bit of everything when it comes to chickens, and it's by far one of the most favorite things on the homestead that you can get are chickens. It's literally the gateway animal to the homesteading life, the more self-reliant life. So I'm going to show you guys a clip real quick. This is a very old clip why we start raising our own backyard chickens. Let me share this with you guys. It's really cool, brings back a lot of cool memories, and enjoy. It's not very long, it's like 15 seconds. Oh, there's an egg. Look.
Can I get it?
Yeah, get it. The first egg.
Wow.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Okay, get back, girls. Leave her alone. Okay, get back. Leave her alone.
Mama, first egg.
Let's see it. This is the first egg?
Uh-huh.
We're going to eat it in the morning, huh?
Those are my eggs.
We'll have to wait for the other ones to have them. Okay, so you all seen my daughters. That's my two oldest daughters. We have three daughters. That was Hayden, the oldest one, getting the egg. She was probably 3 or 4 right then. And then Hadley, the one that said, "Where's my egg?" Was 2 or 3. They're like 11 and a half months apart. So they're right there. Now they're getting ready to be 14 and 13. So that tells you how long we've been raising backyard chickens for a long time. So we have a lot of experience raising chickens, meat chickens, all that stuff. We've done a little bit of everything when it comes to raising that source of animal. So the main reason why we got into it is what you just seen. It was for our children, was for the family. We rely on the chicken eggs, our chickens to lay eggs to produce food for our family. And I know tons of you guys do too, so it's a really big deal if all of a sudden your chickens just stop laying eggs. and you have to get to the bottom of it. And there's tons of comments all over the internet about switch their Tractor Supply feed, quit laying eggs, they changed their feed, now they're laying eggs again. Like, this isn't some conspiracy theory. This is like proven. All you guys out there have proven it. Like, you switch feeds and they're obviously laying eggs again. So it's a big deal. This is a really big deal. Maybe it's not a big deal to some people who just kind of have just kind of have chickens just to watch them and they get a few eggs here and there. Maybe it's not such a big deal to you, but for people who have families and rely on this stuff, it's a really big deal. That's a big blow. And we all know chicken eggs in the store now, sky high. So if you have to go buy eggs because your chickens quit laying, that's a big deal. It could be for some of y'all that are on a budget and stuff like that. It's a really big deal. So I get it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get the feed, bring it over here. We're gonna kind of compare it and see the difference, if we can visually see any difference, and then talk about the story, what's going on in the world when it comes to Tractor Supply and their new feed that they switched up. Okay, so here is our main source of feed that we buy. It's from Stillwater Milling in Claremore, Oklahoma. And it is, let me just pull this off. Well, you can probably see it. It says it's a 15% all mash egg pellet for laying hens, and it's got a list of the ingredients. You can pause it, check it out. And then I could not tell you before this video, the last time I actually purchased some Pride 16% lay feed from Tractor Supply. It has been a very, very long time, and I would think the only reason why I would have done it is because I couldn't make it to this store, so this was more convenient and I grabbed a bag, but it's been a long time. So let's see here. They are saying this is a 16% mini pellet, and you guys can see, well, maybe you can see the ingredients. You guys could pause this, do your own research, check it out. Okay, before we get into the article, let's go ahead and just visually look at the feed differences in these two. So what I'll end up doing with this is probably giving it to my pigs, and this is what we'll put in the feeder. All right, look, here's those ones. Just put them right there like that. And then here's the Pride. Bring them over here, set them just like that. So, I mean, visually, those are smaller, but they do say mini pellets. You couldn't tell the difference, really. You wouldn't be able to tell, hey, there's less protein in this one than there is that one. The big difference that I know of is just that there's more like powder in this one compared to this one. So visually, not a huge difference. That actually says it has more protein than this one. So visually, you guys could tell there's no difference. I couldn't tell the difference as far as the protein and all that stuff. It's just not going to happen. The only way you're going to be able to tell is if you are feeding your chickens the Pride brand and they haven't laid eggs. They stop laying eggs. And then you take them off of it and put them on something like we're using, and they start laying eggs again. That's really the only way you're going to be able to tell if it's the feed. And that can go with any feed, not just the Pride. It could be any feed. If your chickens just completely stop laying eggs, try changing up the feed. That'd be the first thing I did. Obviously, it's wintertime, and you're going to have issues with the chickens' egg production really decreasing. That's just a common thing. That's this nature. Less sunlight, less eggs. There are ways that you are able to increase those hens to lay more eggs in the winter, and is by putting a light on them. And I've done that before in the past, and it works. We don't do it anymore. We just find that we got enough chickens that we don't need them to continue to laying 12, 15 eggs a day during the winter. We're fine with what we have. But that is a way you could do it. You guys got to know this, though. Chickens, you may think you're getting more eggs, because you are, but for the lifespan of that chicken, they've only got a certain amount of eggs anyway, so you're actually reducing the chicken's lifespan of laying eggs if you look at it that way. Okay, so we right now, our hen population has went down since we've moved out here. We've lost 3 or 4 hens in the last year and a half. So I think we're down anywhere from 8 to 9 hens is what we got left. Let's see what eggs we have today. Okay, we got 2 in there, none in there, and then 3 in here. So we got 3, we got 5. As you can see, we have feed out in a feeder form, so they have choice of feed. But I'm telling you, the best thing they love on the homestead, especially during the spring and summer and fall, are the bugs. Our chickens free range 365 days a year. I mean, they're just free ranging every day they can. They have the option every day. If it's snowing and stuff, they usually stay and eat feed. When the bugs population goes down, then they start to eat more feed. Like in the winter, they are eating more. But during the spring and summer and fall, when the bugs are plentiful, they hardly eat any of the feed that we put out for them. They still have choice, but they hardly ever eat it. And I'll show you another thing that they absolutely love are the horse oats that we give the horses. They'll come when I feed the horses, stuff falls, and they just come and destroy it. Look at her. Look. Absolutely loves it. Okay, so one of the main stories that I have read, it says Tractor Supply chicken feed reportedly causing egg laying to stop. Online claims have emerged. The popular producers of Pride chicken feed sold by the Tractor Supply chain has been recently altered, and that is a new formulation and is causing chickens to stop laying eggs. Some suggest a deliberate reduction in the amount of protein in the feed may be causing the reduction of egg production. And it says hens do lay fewer eggs in the wintertime, like we just discussed. Farmers have often used a light to expose hens to longer light so as to produce more egg laying. Yet farmer sources report that they are seeing a much greater than normal reduction in egg production, to the point where many report that hens are laying 0 eggs instead of a merely reduced laying frequency. There is no word on whether this is temporary or a permanent change among Tractor Supply feed. So you guys could do this research for yourself. You guys can go Google it and look all this stuff up. I'm literally getting emails and text messages and Facebook messages, Instagram, talking about this stuff. And so I figured I'd bring it to you guys' attention. If you only watch YouTube and you haven't seen this yet, and your chicken stopped laying eggs, change the feed up. Regardless if it's the Pride feed or not, change it up and see what happens. So yeah. Is this deliberately done to make your chicken stop laying eggs? Is it a big conspiracy to attack American farmers and chicken owners? I have no idea. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. There's plenty of other people out there that are a lot smarter than me that know more things about this that you guys can go watch and dig in deeper. I have no idea. With everything going on in the last 2-3 years, nothing surprises me whatsoever. If this came out in another month that's saying we found evidence that they did this on purpose to jack the egg prices up in the store or whatever, it would not surprise me whatsoever. There's just too much stuff going on. Why are the egg prices going sky high in Walmart and other grocery stores? I don't even know. I haven't even read up on it because we don't ever buy eggs, so I don't know. But I'm assuming it's to do with the supply chain or the chicken flu or something. I don't know. Bird flu or something. I have no idea. There's always an excuse for the price increase, gasoline, whatever. It's always something. And things can happen in the world where it does make your food go up. Obviously, inflation, gas prices, it all does affect things. But as far as eggs go, I don't know. You guys leave me some comments down below. Tell me what your thoughts on it. Why is the increase in price, not just in food in general, but eggs? Eggs have went sky high. It's crazy. Chicken feed has went up quite a bit. And that's with all feed. But my pig feed that we fed this year had doubled from the previous year, and it was up the previous year from the year before that. So everything has gone up, increasing things. You guys get it. So with all that being said, what can you guys do as individuals to make a change, not just in society, but for your family mainly? What can you do to be more self-reliant when it comes to the chickens and that more eggs and stuff? And we talked about it. Switch up the feed. You can make your own feed. We used to make our own feed, and I've made a video about it years ago. We no longer really do that because we free range our chickens every day. And I'm watching one of them eat bugs right now, the rooster, Jack. No, that's actually Sue. I can see his big old spurs. So that's their big main source of food is free range. And I know most of you guys probably can't do that, especially if you're in an urban setting or whatever. You can't just free range your chickens in the woods like we can. We're fortunate. I understand that. And some of you guys are forced to buy chicken feed, maybe from Tractor Supply. With that being said, try to switch it up. Maybe you can get other things from there or another store that you can make your own chicken feed and not rely on just made chicken feed from a manufacturer, if that makes sense, especially with what's going on. Another thing you could do, if you're able to, if you can find them, get more hens with the egg production being low. But the main thing is just change your feed up, see if that makes a difference. I bet it does. There's just been way too many comments and videos and stuff out there proving that when they changed their food, egg production went back to normal, for whatever normal is in the winter for you guys and your hens. So all right, I think that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope it brought some light to what's going on, and if you weren't aware of it and you are now, make a change something. Love you guys. We'll catch you on the next video.